M0FXB Hamtech, welcome to my beginner's guide stroke basics on the Uniden SDS100, 200, 3600, 436 because they all operate in a very similar way. So let's just start off with the buttons. The volume button is here, but it's also the on-off button. If we turn it off, then turn it on, it will load what's called favorites. Favorites are groups of channels. It will also load a system. If you're in the USA, Canada, it will load a whole system for an area that you have chosen with your zip code. We just turn it down now. Yes, you do need to have a SD card installed. And when you enter your USB lead here, micro USB to the front, you'll get an option at the front to press the E button. When you press E, effectively, your PC with the software, SENTINEL, ARC, Bootel, and ProScan, things like that, this basically, it's reading your SD card without you having to remove your SD card, which is very handy. Otherwise, you press the no button, so you've got yes here, and the dot is a no, and then you can come out of that or just unplug your USB for now. When you press the no button, software that will display your screen on the PC will use a COM port that is enabled when you when you connect a lead to this connector without pressing the yes. You can also program using Ethernet. You just tell the software to use the IP address. This is a bit of a dummy connector. Now these three are important. You have system, department, and channel. The system is along the top, and we've just pressed hold there. So effectively, this button is the hold button. If I press this, it will just carry on scanning, okay? And so you've got system, department, and channels. Now I can hold the system by pressing this. Okay, now each system could be a different thing. It could be airports. We need to hold this one as well, I think. And the departments, we've held it all now. And we can turn the knob and flick through the different systems. You do have to press it twice, I noticed. And look, now we're going through the different systems. Press it again. We've gone into close call by accident. I may as well show you close call then. So close call is to get frequencies that are near you. So when you press the function, you get the close call come up here. Press it. And it will tell you close call off. And if you're quick, you can cycle through do not disturb, priority, and off. Okay, that's your close call. That's enabled when you press this, which enables the function button. This is the function button as well, the silver one. All right, let's go back to trying to stop the quick save. So you press system twice, and now we can turn through the system. See the systems, airports. Each system has a department. So you've got nationwide, CB radio, it's still scanning, but if we press hold with the channel, we can scroll through the channels and we're held into this system. But when it just scans, if we just unselect everything, 2 presses, it will just scan until it finds something. If you want to enter a frequency to save into your quick favorites, just press the channel button like this. And we've now effectively pressed the hold button. Type in a frequency, 145.600, any frequency that's within the range of this scanner. Press the enter button. Quick save frequency, yes, and we're going to go enter. If there's a duplicate, it will say to you, look, you've already done it. But anyway, enter yes, then enter again. You can start to edit the name, and you go right and left here. To change the digit, you just move the function knob, and when you're ready, just go back to scan, and it will save it. You can set notifications within the channels. It will either flash the light and it can also make a sound. In the USA, with the menu button, so this is the menu button, yeah? We're just going to hold it for now. We're going to press the menu button. In the USA, they have the ability to select the weather. So at the moment, with scanning our favorites list, you can select how many you want to scan. You do need to import the favorites list. You can create favorites just using the scanner, but it's quite long-winded because you create the department, then you give the system, then the department, and then you create the channels, and you have to add each channel separately. But a very quick way is the entry we just showed you, where you just save quick channels. The other one that's quite quick is the custom search. So if you go menu, go down to search for, and then go to custom search, enter. It will just start to scan through the preset custom searches that I'll show you how to change them, but they are preset out of the factory. So let's have a look now. Number 0 is flashing at the moment. So we'll just turn this. It starts to keep scanning, and everyone has a number. So it's on number 1, then it will do number 2, number 3, number 4, and you can enable and disable these by pressing the buttons, and the number will vanish. So if you look at number 3 there, let's make it vanish. It won't scan that bank now. So each bank has frequencies that you've preset. So if you go back one, we'll go down to search for, then go to edit custom search. Yeah, and look, we can go to one that's already in there, say the CB one. And we can go down to edit search limit, and there's the lower limit. Press enter, and then the upper limit. And then that way you've basically set up your start and finish frequencies. We'll back out. So you get, that's what they call a custom search. There's also a discovery option where you go, where it will search and actually save. So go search for, where is it going? Custom search. I'll just find it a sec. So you go menu, then you go all the way down to discovery. Press enter, and at conventional discovery, press enter. It's a new session, so you create sessions. So this is a session I created earlier, but go new. You name the session, so let's just call it B, enter. Then you just go enter. And then you can go down and set the parameters of the discovery, set the limit frequencies, the type of modulation, the step, etc. And when you're all done, go back to the top and you go start with discovery, and it starts to search everything that you've put in there, but we haven't done that yet. But that's quite a handy little feature that it's got. We go menu as well, go all the way to the bottom. You'll see the weather operation. Just go enter. And look, you can have weather alert, review weather alerts, weather scan. So it has got it on here. Let's go enter. And it's now monitoring all the weather bands, which is handy in the USA. Back to scan. The first button is nearly always back to scan. You've got a headphone connector there. LED light does flash, but you have to set it within each channel. And yes, this does decode, in the UK, DMR ham radio, and pretty sure I've got on this one NXDN and DPMR as well. I have to double check P25 and the trunk systems, but again I have to check all that. Now if you're in the USA or Canada, you can actually just enter your zip code. So if you go zip services, let's choose Canada, down one like so, enter. Then you've got to put in your zip code. If we go back, it's a lot easier if I do USA. So we'll go back, we'll do USA, enter, and then we'll go 1001, enter. A few more noughts, I reckon. Let's just delete. 1, 1, 2, 3, 1, enter. There you go, that's the full database. I'm pretty sure that's New York. And that's going to load all your systems, departments, and channels. Look at it loading now. And I'm telling you now, it is fantastic. So if you've got this scanner in the USA, you've really chosen well. So it's just about to load up now. So favorites are groups of channels. So favorites are like in the UK, we don't really have the sort of department that we just showed you, the postcode search. So we have to load up favorites. So you name the department, you name the system and the channels. You have to load them into. You can download them from places like Radio Reference UK or Radio Reference in the USA to load up everything. So that's the way we have to do it here. The nice thing is that when you do save, when you manually enter frequencies and you save them, they go straight into this quick save system. Not sure why they don't have a service search on this scanner, because on older scanners you had a service search where you could search all of the airband and the military and so on, CB bands and so on and so on. But on this one you have to use what they call the close call, which when I was telling you that earlier, so do not disturb. So you press with close call, you press the function button, it says the word close call here. when you press it, that's priority. That means it will, if it receives a strong signal, it's going to come through as it just showed there, you know, come through. If you press it again, let's go back to scanning. Close call is off, so nothing will happen when it gets a strong signal. Press it again, close call. Do not disturb means it will wait for a busy frequency to be clear, and then it will show you the close call. So it's a good feature, and it's on many scanners. It's just a shame that you can't do the service search, but you can create search banks. When I say that, I mean you can go into custom search and customize and name those banks. So remember, we went to menu, search for, edit custom. So we could, you know, we could call one marine, for example, you know, edit name, and we could type marine. So we just start to do that. You got the right and the left here. Go back A. Bit boring. I'll just put an R for now. Enter. Then the search limit. So let's say you go 1. I'll just put 150 megahertz for now. Enter. 157. Let's do 158 megahertz. Enter. And then modulation, we'll leave that on auto. When you press enter, go back with the menu button. Digital waiting time, search with scan. Okay, so then we'll just go back to scan. You just enter back out all the way. You've got marine. And then if we now go menu, search for custom search, and then one of these now is called marine. Okay, you'll see it will just cycle through. So you can do service searches, but you've got to sort of create them, where with some of the older scanners it was all just there preset. And remember, you can sort of turn off things. If we turn off number 1, it goes to number 2, turn off 2, turn off 3, turn off 4, you got ham. There's the marine one we just created. So if something came through, turn the squelch down, turn up the volume on the marine band. So I am very near the sea here. You don't want the squelch too low. And it's fast scanning. That's a shame. But anyway, you get the idea, and turn all the other ones back on just by repressing the button. So that's very handy, I think. Then to go back to scanning, the quickest way is just to press to scan. Instead of going back, I tend to just push scan. There's DMR coming in there. And it does give you the talk group number and the DMR ID of the person talking. Now remember, with these trunk systems, there's like more than one talk group. I've never used that. I don't know how to use that, but that's good. You can also set quick keys. Now you have to set these within the menus, the quick keys. And it's something, again, I don't do, where you can quickly access the service department and possibly the channel just by putting in some numbers. I think you can just press the dot and the number. One thing you can do is I've set a shortcut for my waterfall. So let's just show you how to access the waterfall. You just go, of course you need to download it. So you go menu and go to, where is it? Waterfall, enter, and then start waterfall. Okay, it's that good. Now if I go back to scan, I've set a shortcut by going menu, F, and then 1. You have to hold it first, so press hold, F1. There you are, straight to the waterfall. To upgrade your scanner so that you can have the waterfall and DMR, things like that, go menu, go back, turn it back 1 to settings, enter, but press the big button as an enter if you want, and then go to upgrade and then press enter. And look, upgrade DPMR, we've already got it. Go back with the menu, upgrade waterfall, and we've already got it. Okay, and you literally just enter a code there. And look at all these other things that you can do. I'm just doing a quick overview. I mean, it does record your audio as well. Back to scan, but you can change the span of the waterfall and hold there, scan. And then just let it carry on. Just a little, turn it forward, it'll carry on scanning, squelch down, volume up, and it just carries on scanning. You can have GPS on this scanner, but you need to buy a module that plugs into the port on the back, so you can do that. And the power on this, there's more than one power connector on the back of this. You can see the 3 pins on the right hand side. That comes with a lead in the box to power this device. You've got your round DC input. There's the GPS connector there as well, and then you've got an external speaker. I notice a micro USB there, not sure what we're doing that, and a BNC connector for your antenna. People tend to go for the disc cone antennas. And I wouldn't go for a tabletop one. Get one that goes in your loft or on your roof. You're going to get excellent results, and they're about £80. Now luckily these are easy to power. You can use 12 volts from a cigarette lighter adapter. There's hardly any amps being drawn at all on this device. There's my meter, look, 0.29 amps. So it's virtually nothing. So that's the good thing about a receiver as opposed to a transceiver where you need like a 20 amp power supply. So when you try and edit anything on this scanner, it's quite a long-winded process because you're going into the department, sorry, the system department and channels. So you go menu. I'm not going to show you the full way of doing it, but I'll just show you that to do this, you have to go to manage favorites. Then you go to select the favorites that you want to manage. So let's go to the quick favorites list. Then it's review edit system. Choose the one you want to change. You can delete channels as well. So you choose the system. Then you want to go edit department. So you go into the department, choose the one, the quick save, enter. Then you want to edit the channel. And there's all the channels. And you can edit, and you can actually, when you press it, you can change the frequency, change the mode, etc, but you can actually delete it as well or create a new channel. So there you go. So that's that. The other one is when the radio turns on, it's booting up all your favorites. You can tell it which ones to select so it doesn't take so long to boot up. So if you go menu and go set scan selection and select list to monitor. Now a quick tip, you can select them all on or all off, which I think is a good idea, because if we set them all to off now by pressing the selection, then we go to, now this is a quick thing you need to know is if you turn them all off and you try and back out now, it will probably say nothing to scan, yeah, because you've turned everything off. You haven't told it what to scan. So all you do is just go menu, set scan selection, select list to monitor. You could turn them all on, but you'll find if you go select list to monitor, enter. Now, if you've loaded up something like with your zip code, you're going to need to turn on, put here, set scan selection first, enter. And then select list to monitor, enter. And look, the full database is the one where you're going to have the zip code search. Or if you do the search with scan, as soon as it comes on, I'll just turn it on for you. Just do that again. Yeah, turn it on. And if we back out, I'll show you what it does. Straight away goes into the sort of service search. There you go. I'm not sure why it's decided not to scan. But yeah, it'll just start searching. Notice we have to press things twice. Okay, we'll back out. You saw that. Go back to select list to monitor. So we go menu, set scan selection, select list to monitor, and we're not doing search with scan. So I'm going too fast. Set scan collection, select list to monitor, and then we're going to turn that one off. But let's turn on, say, UK airports. We'll just press the silver, turn that on, then back out with the menu button, and it's just going to load the airports. Yeah, and then we're now, you know, searching the airports in my area. Oh, there's someone there. Or I could put in a ham one, for example. I can just go hold. That's my local repeater. like so, then back out. We'll just go to scan. Should pick it up. There it is. That's a ham operator.
What was I going to say? Okie dokie on that one. Well, that'll be interesting to see. QSY 525.
Having a nice chat there. If we go menu, go backwards, settings, and go back, you should see the scanner information here, look. And there's the firmware version that I've got. And the firmware is really easy. You literally load the Sentinel software, make sure you get the right one, and it just updates it for you. You can restore it. Look, restore options, enter. You can reset user settings. Clearing user data, it virtually blanks the SD card, if I remember right. Replay options, review recordings. I don't think I've got anything on here. Okay. Set audio off, LAN settings. To show your IP. Which with ProScan you can use IP. Auto shut off, which is not being used. Band defaults, I've never looked in that, but there you are, band defaults. Okay, it does do 23 SEMS, right down to 25 megahertz. So yes, you can do the CB. Global auto filler, never use that. Site NAC, that'll be to do with trunk tracking. Upgrade, you can set the clock here. Time, which we need to set. Adjust the beep. We look at analyze, the close call we looked at. And look, you hits with scan, so you can do like an auto scan and see if you've got any hits. Analyze, that's quite a cool one. I had that out running once. LCM finder. It worked with close call if I remember right. Discovery options there for different kinds of discovery or searching. Priority scan, set priority, not use that. Weather tone out, not use that. Waterfall display options. You can change every single color on this. It's completely customizable. There's a learning to that. I've done some videos. More settings, clock upgrade, and you know, it's just an amazing bit of kit. Yes, it's not cheap, but you buy it once, you got it forever. Firmware's coming out as you saw with the waterfall scan. You know, that's a new thing. And let you got some back to scan. The span you can hold, freeze the scanner, but you can press this. And you can change the step. You can change the max hold. MF to CF, not done that. Sweep. And we got this for 20 quid, you know, I think that's good. Replay, record. Nothing recorded. Lights, the LED lights here and here. Headphone set there. And if you want Bluetooth, just buy one of those adapters. I've got one here, look. You set it to TX, they're about £8 on Amazon. Plug it into the headphone out. That's automatically pairs with any speaker, like so. And we can go back to scan. Leave it scanning. It's not the best speaker, but it works. And that's Bluetooth. That's a Bluetooth scanner now. So we'll end on a high. Thanks very much. I do make many videos about scanners, about CB radios, ham radios, drones, 3D printers, you name it. I'll make a video on it. I'm a very techie person. Bye for now. 7-3. All the best. And remember, most of this will work on the Uniden SDS200 and 3600. Bye for now. SD3600 with built-in AA rechargeable batteries, very portable. The 100, big chunky battery. And of course, the 200. 7-3, all the best.